So in this video, we will explore ScrapeGraphAI, which is a Python library for web scraping that combines LLMs with direct graph logic to build scraping pipelines for websites and local documents like XML, HTML, JSON, Markdown, and many more. So we will be using ScrapeGraph AI and Ollama for this use case. So Ollama is an advanced AI tool designed to run open source large language models locally on your machine, making it easy to set up and execute LLM workflows without relying on cloud-based services. So with ScrapeGraph AI, all you need to do is to specify the information you want to extract, and the library handles the rest. All right, so I have previously created a video on ScrapeGraph AI, which you can check out for more details. All right, so in today's video, we are going to look at scraping content. So there has been added features to ScrapeGraph. So we're going to scrape content from website. We are going to extract all URL links from a website. We are going to also look at scraping content from document using the document scraper. All right, so we're going to be doing all that with Ollama. That means that it's going to be 100% local on your machine. All right, so this library offers several pre-built scraping pipeline, with the most popular one being the SmartScraperGraph, which allows you to extract information from a single web page using just a prompt and a source URL. All right, so we have some of the usage. So we are going to look at, and we have some of the pipelines. So we have the SmartScraperGraph, the search graph, the speech graph. So I'm going to be going through all this. So I'm going to be making videos on several or different types of the pipeline names, all right, to build use cases on that. All right, so let's quickly go through the smart scraper graph. All right, here's how it works. All right, so each node in the graph has its own specific function, and so here we within the smart scraper graph, we have the URL that we are going to scrape and the user prompt that is going to scrape the content from the URL. All right, so it goes through the fetch node, so it fetches the content from the website and it passes that website and it's using the RAG pipeline, that is the retrieval augmented generation, which converts the content into, or the text into, an embedding and is stored in a vector base. So using the RAG pipeline here. So it goes through that and it is able to generate the answer for you in a JSON format. It's a pretty simple process. All right. So we're going to be looking at that. Okay. So before we do that, you need to get Ollama installed in your system. All right, in order to run this application with the ScrapeGraph AI, you will need a minimum requirement of 5 to 15 GB gigabyte of RAM on your local machine. All right, so you head over to ollama.com/download. So in here, you'll see options depending on your system, Mac OS, Linux, and Windows. So I'm using Windows. So when you click on download, it is pretty simple to download and you follow the instruction to install. All right, so when you are done here, you see this icon, Ollama. It means that it's successfully installed. All right, so let's head over to VS Code. That is where we are going to run the application. All right, so within my VS Code, I've already run this. So I'm going to be attaching this in my GitHub so you can download that or you can clone that as well. Okay, so in here is first one. So we're going to look at how you can scrape content and use the document scraper to scrape content from your document, and also look at search links from your URL. Search links, you can search links from your URL, grab all the links or scrape all the links within your URL. Okay, so first thing first, let's go to head over to my terminal. So I'm going to go to, let's get a fresh start. Okay, let me go here. Let me clear this up. Clear this up. Okay, so now what we want to do now is let's create an environment. So I'm going to say Python dash mvenv. So when you hit enter, it's going to create an environment for you just like this. And you can activate your environment by doing env slash script slash activate to activate your environment. Okay, so I've already done that, and you should see this green env showing means it's activated. So what we want to do now is let's run Ollama. So let's pull the model that we want to use. So I'm going to head you over to Ollama.com. So you just want to look at the models you want to use. So I'm using Llama 3.2 here. So we're going to be pulling that from Ollama. So we go back to my VS Code. So I'm going to say, let's say Ollama list. So I'm going to look at the available models. So I've already pulled Ollama 3.2 and Nomic embed text to store the embeddings. All right. So now what we're going to do now is if you want to pull the model, you can say Ollama pull Llama 3.2 here. All right. You can pull that from here. All right. I've already done that. So and as well you can do Ollama. So you want to pull your text embeddings. So your embedding model. So you can do, we are using Ollama pull nomic embed text. All right. So you can do that as well. All right. So when it hits enter, it is going to pull that for you. All right. So what I want to do now is let's install the requirements in order to make that run. So we will need to install Playwright, ScrapeGraphAI to do our magic, the next essential. And we are going to also run Playwright install in our terminal. All right. So we are going to run this. So we are going to say pip install dash r requirement. So we're going to do dash r. I've already installed this. So let's see, it's pretty quick. All right, great. So we need to also run this Playwright. So that is basically going to download new models. All right, so when I hit enter, all right, so we have the installation done for our models done. So let's go to app.py. We've pulled the models Ollama, we've pulled Ollama, and we pulled Ollama nomic embed text. All right, so we want to first start by importing the SmartScraperGraph. So we import the SmartScraperGraph and we import next Essential, which is a model for synchronous operations. And we are also going to apply the next Essential. So it's there to resolve an issue within the event loop. So we want to start the configuration dictionary for the graph. So we within the graph config, we pass the model settings, specify the model. We are using Llama 3.2. So you can choose any model that you like. You know? So the temperature is 0. That means that, so if you want to change that to any other number, 0 0.1, 0 0.2, means that anytime you run it, it's going to change the output. So we are keeping it here in 0. All right. So format is JSON. Of course, we want the output to be in JSON format. And the base URL is going to be the localhost 11434. All right, so we create embeddings, and we are using the nomic embed text to store the embeddings from the text. All right, and we're also going to use the base URL as well to set the base URL for Llama. And variables true, we want to track our process for debugging purposes. We initialize the smart scraper graph, and here we want to put in the prompt. All we need the source, right? So we list all the, we are using this URL, and we are saying list all the projects with their description. So what about how you want to scrape content from the URL? You just put a prompt, and I'm going to just put it here, list all the projects, and that is the source. And the config graph, we pass the graph configuration. So we run the smart scraper graph, we run it, and then we want to print it out. So we just want to prettify the results and display into JSON. So we import JSON, and we dump the output. We do some indentation to make it more nicer, and we do split the output to split the output in the JSON string into lines, and we print each line of the JSON separately. All right, this is pretty straightforward. So I'm going to say, I'm going to run it by, let me clear this up. Um, clear this up, clear this up. Okay, so let me run it by saying Python app.py, and let's look at the output. All right, so we have a very nice output. So it goes through the process of executing the fetch node, and it fetches the URL link, the content, and it executes through the parse node, and it gets through the rack pipelines to generate our answer. All right, so we have our answer in JSON, as you can clearly see from the image, right? Going through the fetch, the passing, the going through the rack process and generating the answer, and you have the answer in JSON, right? It's pretty easy, straightforward, all right? And we want to get that into a nicer, prettified format, so you can see project, and we have the name description, name description, name description, and that so nicely done. All right, so let's move on to the next one. We want to search for links within the URL, and this is how you do it. So we are using the ScrapeGraph AI. So we import the search link graph library. All right, so we are using that to search for links within the graph, and we are using this to kind of prettify the output. All right, so here we are defining the configuration for the graph, and we are putting some parameters. So same thing, we are using the model 3.3, Llama 3.2 from Ollama, temperature in the JSON format, same thing, variables true to enable, login for debugging, and headless is equal to false. So we run the scraper in a non-headless mode, that is the browser visible. And here we set a configuration for filtering the URL during scraping. We set some configuration, so we filter our links from different domains. All right, here, so we enable that to be true, and we pass. So how you want that to be executed, we want how you want to see the output. We want to exclude images, JPG. We want to exclude images with these extensions, and the languages you indicate to filter based on language on the URL. So we can filter out that, right, choosing the yes, and the irrelevant keywords you can include irrelevant keywords that you don't want to scrape, you know. And you create so we are taking our login, sign up, register, taking out all these irrelevant keywords, right? And we want to create the search link instance, search link graph instance, and configure it. So we pass the source, that is the dataedgehub.com, and we pass the configuration, right? And now we run the scraper graph and print the output, right? We run it, print the results, and just want to prettify it using this code. All right, so I'm going to run it. I'm going to clear this, and I'm going to run it by saying Python search links.py. All right, so let me run this, and let's see. We are going to search only the links. So we are using this search link graph. All right. Awesome. All right. So we are always interested in getting all the links from the URL. So it goes through the fetch node and fetching that and executing the search link node. Right. And we have the processing chunk. So we have all the links here. Right. Extracted every link here from the web page. All right. This is so awesome. All right, so let me click on this link and let's see. Open that up. All right, so we have a disclaimer. That's the link. You can see that. All right, this is great. All right, so let's go to the next one. Go to VS Code, and we have some results from the search link that has been executed. All right, so let's move on to, so we have the time, the total cost, total tokens used, and right. So let's look at the next one. So the next one is the document scraper. All right. So when you scrape document content from the document, so it can be. So let's clear this up. All right. So this is how this works. It's similar way we are importing JSON. So we are using the document scraper graph from the script graph AI dot graphs, and we are passing the URL. We are passing the model, the LLMs, and the other. So this is the source. It can be anything you want to put here, right? It can be a source, a link to your document. So just an example. So you want to use the document scraper graph, and we say prompt summarize the text and find the main topics. We are passing the source. You can put a source to your PDF documents here, right? And we just want to run the output, right? So let's say we run this by saying Python document scraper.py and hit enter. Let's see how this works. All right, perfect. All right, so we are saying this is the summary from the content. It's giving us the summary, and here are the main topics. All right, this is awesome. Right, so we are seeing the main topics that is coming out from the document. All right. So here we have saying the Divine Comedy is a narrative poem written in Italian. It has this information, right? And it's giving us the main topic. So you can just change this prompt to see whatever you want. And this can be a source to your PDF or your documents. It can be your local documents that you want to extract some information from. All right, guys. There are so many of the use cases that I'll bring in your way. All right. So do play around with this and let me know how you feel about this tool. I hope you like this video. Don't forget to share and subscribe, and see you in the next one.